Hey guys, welcome back. It's Green Reaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully you're looking after yourself. We are taking on Siege right now and we have got a few accounts. I think we're doing 6 to 7 accounts within this video today. This will probably be the last Siege where I'll be looking to do 6 or 7 accounts because there's a lot of accounts to do. And I'll be generally just sticking to the accounts I look after for PvP content. So after this siege, we're cutting down my siege attacking abilities and more try help the clan in other areas behind the scenes. But we are facing Sloth right now, and Sloth are a very strong clan. They got 22 wins and we got 24. They are a very well organized team right now, and we definitely still looking for our first tier 8, so third time lucky if we can get the win. 15 fragments from Lamasu, that's quite generous. So we are behind right now, right? It's a big deficit to try and take on, but we'll see what we can do. So right now we're trying to open up the mana shrines, and then we'll take down a Great Hall, and I've got to try and multitask between all the counts. So right now I'm looking at post 16. I'll face this guy in live arena on my head and beat him before. Now I'll show the gear on my account. I'm not going to share the gear on the rest of the accounts because obviously that would put my clan at a disadvantage for this. But we're going to be taking on this team here. We have a Nice, we have a Timoth, and we have these two here. Fastest person basically wins this, but he has the advantage because Nice is going to be absolutely hell. But the 6-star Cage Breaker might potentially mean it's a Stone Skin build, which I would prefer, and then a Feral build. So let me see how we're going to take this on. Now, I built all these champions myself on this account, so I do know it fairly well. We've got our bias coming in. We're going to go toe-to-toe. And then we're also going to bring in Commodus. Now, I'll put the flag on Commodus to make sure I'm not at any disadvantage in the speed race. And then we're going to use Ashnar and Empress as well because of good affinity against, strong affinity against Commodus. Ashnar is a really strong champion against Nice. So if we struggle, there is that. Let me put Empress in second lead. And hopefully we start off well. We are streaming on Twitch as well, so we see we're replying to anyone. Then we are replying to the viewers. So we are doing this live right now. Which I guess I might actually start doing all my siege attacks on Twitch live. That could be quite interesting because I can spend a bit more time with the audience. So we do have a Ferald and we are slower, so this kind of puts me in an awkward situation. However, he's not speed tuned. So let me go ahead and increase our speed here. Could try and go for the strip there. But I'm just going to try and kill the Commodus because I feel like the Commodus could cause me some issues. So I really want to get rid of Commodus like ASAP. So, okay, let me come in here. Come in here. And go like that. See what he does. Okay. Let's see. There isn't much we can do, so let's just do A1. Put a revive on death on our bias because we can strip his buffs and we may be able to cause him to get petrification, which would make my life a lot easier if he just get petrification right now. Okay, so we'll play the A1, try to get lockout. Oh wow, you got locked out on me as well. This is not going to plan. I don't know what we did wrong here, but obviously not being fast kind of hurts me. So let me see. Might still be able to save this, but it's not looking good. Let me try and attack nice. Okay. This is not good. Oh, and he landed it, and we got polymorphed. So we got wanded. Okay, this is not a good start for us, but there's not much I can do. I don't think the block revive would have worked on Embrus, to be fair. On Timoth. I don't think Timoth was the problem. I think that the nice is the problem. Round 2. Let's go. Oh, I was about to say, don't do this to me. Let's see what we can do. Round 2. Take a quick screenshot as well. Okay, we're fast this time. That's good. That's helps a lot. Okay, so he has got 2 feral pieces actually. So what we're gonna do is I will play this time. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to play it because of weak hits. Can't look at that. Okay, let me go like this. Let me play this. Go like this. Oh, this is not looking good. Yeah, hey, we got him. Okay, good. We're cooking. Ah, okay. There is the first post done and dusted. We made that a bias run for her life. So, good victory there. It was a hard post, well played, whatever his name is, Spam, I guess. And we have that. It definitely did not go to plan. I was a bit worried about weak hitting on a Timoth, but we have now got the first one open. I guess we'll work on everything else, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we're back on my account, and we're going to take on this one. Let's see what we can do here. This is something that I normally farm on Platinum Reset. So I'm guessing he's got one submissive on the Volcanus and not the HP Burn Relic. Just in second position. We might have high resistance, which could make it a little bit sweaty. I mean, I could use my own Valcast team as well. That's an option, but I don't think we need to worry too much. Let me try this. Try this for the defense. This will be quite sweaty for most of my clanmates. So it depends on how the builds are, like which way we'll hit this. But Lamasu's kind of aggressive against these type of defenses. So let me come in like this. Okay, he's got high resist. No. Yeah, there are GG. 4 turns. I hit this on Platinum Reset like a lot, so I'm quite equipped to attacking this, and I also run like Demon Spawn teams myself, so it's not too bad. But this is something that, like, a lot of my clanmates would have have a sweat against, right? The Master is just a cheat code for that. So anyway, hey Carl, how you doing, mate? Right, next one then. Here we go. We're gonna. It's a speed race basically. It's got the Safari on here. So speed versus speed. Let's see what we can do. We are faster, which is great news. He does have a barreled and pinpoint, I guess, is a way to say it. We can bomb these three, which is great, because like that helps me a lot. Okay, he strips the whole team, which is not great news. Oh, that's good news. Setting off the block damage. Oh, he's not set up his Commodus correctly. Oh, the Commodus was not set up correctly. He did not set up the Commodus very well. There we are. No defense falls for that. Pause account. Okay, so we're going to try this defense again. Not again, sorry. I'm going to try this one. Forwards account again. We will play a different style of team this time. So we're going to play with similar team. We're going to go Fabian versus Fabian. We're come in with a Marius or a Freya. And then I'm going to come in with Harima. We need to deal with this. It's going to be hitting hard, but we need to basically control him here. I'm not going to be able to cut in because it's got 2 tummy to boost here. And then Marishka could cause me some issues. But we do have the advantage on speed. And I don't want to use too many buffs, so I don't want to use Lazarus because of the Fabian. Essentially cutting in. So, okay, we do get 3% hit on the Harima axe. I don't think we locked her out fully. That 6-star Team Presence is going to go in my favor there. Oh, we're still not stripping off that stone skin there, which is great. We nearly lost Marius there, which is not good. Let me take her out, and then we should be able to get some damage on Harima, which is fine. I mean, ideally we get our turns back before we take her out, but the stone skins could be my advantage here, which is not good because it's also going to cause me to take more turns. Then we go A1 here. I want to save the AoE for the revive. Okay. We are. A1 there. Harima should get a big chunk of HP, which is correct. Go to A2 here. There we are. Good night. Good. Good defense win. More turns than we want to take, but, you know, obviously we need to be careful on our turns, but it's still good to get a win. So 2 out of 2 on Forwards account, which is good news for me, and good news for the account owner as well. See, it was his first siege, and it's looking good. So we'll move on to the next one. Let's see. We have the strategy. I'm gonna go like this. This might be a long fight. At least I've got balls to take on, right? Oh, he's got bolster as well. Yeah, I thought you would have bolster. Oh, it's not what we wanted. Guess we do the same. Copy and paste. Well, we can't take Alice out. I don't think we're getting Mariska there. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll go like that. Let's see. I think it's better to work on a Taurus one by one. He's already done his heal. Yeesh. Barely did anything there. Alice, what do we mean, Alice? Oh, the champion. I'm on about the champion unity. That's what I meant to say, sorry. Can we get rid of Mariska? No, Asper can stay off. Asper can stay off from Mariska. Yeah, let me try and take her out so we can get rid of this. There goes Mariska. I have the advantage now. Beef up. Long fight. Taurus party. It's like a built it roll. Seeing it's the first time doing this, going against like double Taurus, I think I'm doing very well. See, I've never done this before. Kept us in a siege though. Let's see what's the next defense. 19 turns. Wasn't that brutal in turns as well. Seemed like working on them two using the E2s, which is like, feel for me was better. Yeah, it is a big win. Yeah. And we didn't use any rescores as well. So we'll have to think about running this on defense for him. Here we go. Rare versus rare. Such amazing content. Oh, I really hate the rare rooms, man. They're so painfully slow and not very fun at all. This is a team we're going to face against. This is a team we built. Just stack in much as possible. Be slow. Let them try survive and see what we can do. It's an absolute RNG fest on both sides. So it's whoever the RNG is more kind to. He's getting hit hard, so we need to be able to survive this. And I'm not messing around either myself, so let's see. Stripped something off, magma shield. Okay. And he got stone skin off me as well. Interesting. So the decreased defense doesn't do anything because he's got block boss, and it's not going to do anything there. Okay, see what happens. Let's come in here. Reset. Go like that. There we are. Dropped 5 turns, not too much, not too hard. I was not messing around. We went full guns blazing in that one. And we've opened up the many shards, which is what we need to try and win this. So yeah. 2 back-to-back hard and frustrating ones. but we did the job. All right, guys. So a bit of an update on Siege. We've actually finally actually considered at this stage that we can't actually win the Siege. Unfortunately, even with all of the hard work, I think we just outplayed by the accounts, which I will talk about in the strategy breakdown later. You can see here that points are a big difference, and we're kind of just going for the stronghold now to try and take down the stronghold, which we'll talk about in later when we do the analytics, etc. So anyway, we're gonna come in. We're gonna try and take this team down here. I'm a very experienced player with Lamassu, so I understand Lamassu's AI pretty well. Here we are gonna plan to go second. It would be a little bit risky to go first. So we're going to use Ashna to counter the Gizmak, because Lamassu should go into Gizmak, strip the stone skin, and then leave me open to the Taurus. So it's probably going to go A2 Marishka, and then A3 Taurus. So we're going to counter that with Ashna, which will be the weakness here. And then we're going to play our own Taurus and Marishka as well. So here we'll come in with our supports. We will play that, and then we'll play our own Taurus and Marishka here. We should be okay. I want to try and save some of the stronger champions for this, but you never know what's going to happen with Siege. It could be something going on. So we do have quite a few accounts to do still and whatnot. So let's see. So we also play Taurus because it could counter that there. You can see that's what we're going to do there, which is cool. We can't attack him to death. We want to be ideally focused on the Marishka here. The truth is not going to do anything there. So we want to focus on the Marishka, so we're going to put our buffs up. And cleanse off that, which is cool. Probably, yeah, we can play the A2 here. We'll probably lose Ashna here. That's fine. Ideally go that, and then that. So we did get some damage in. We're in the stone skin and block damage, so we don't have to worry about damage there, which is fine. See, we'll deal with her. We'll push this up here. He's gonna have Star Stage. I think he should survive, hopefully. Okay, we'll take down a Marishka. He's got no reviver, so it's a good thing. Okay, that's fine. We've gone ahead. We'll get rid of the Gizmak before we get any issues. This Gizmak is a champion that we want to make sure we respect. We go ahead and do AoE here. I do love a good Ashnar Nuka. And it's pretty much cleaned up from here. Don't press auto warrior because it will leave the auto for the next fight. FYI. It was an old bug back in 3 when it was released. It's the same bug. So we get the win there, which is great to see. Lane goes second for a change, which is a rare occasion for me to do. Obviously, I know BM's account very, very well, so we do drop another defense there. There is a few more defense to drop, which we will look into. We go ahead and see what we're going to do for the next attack. So we have the same kind of similar team here. So we do have to worry about Embers this time, because Embers is not that solid champion. So yeah, let me play. Embers is a dangerous champion because he can strip off the stones again. We don't have lots of lightning cage to counter that. So we will be slightly open for this one. Let me go to my arena settings. Let me see. Tags. I wish to make this easier for tags. Here we will go with the same kind of same style of team. It's a pretty stronger team. And then we have a option here. Block damage is not going to be good. Honestly, Ashura could do some damage still. We could also play Carnage, so it would be an interesting pick to play. There's no point playing it now. Sigford against Star Sage doesn't really flatter me. But Sigford could become, yeah, we could go Sigford just for the revive on 4-2. Just to give a bit extra support there. I mean, you got CC and control there. So, might help against the Empress as well, because he's got block revive for Empress. This team is a lot harder than the last one we took on. So he's faster, that's good, because we want him to run out Stone Skin. Yeah, so you can see we've been left open for the Empress. We'll cleanse, which is great. And it will bulk up, because he's going to do his AoE, so we can bulk up against the Taurus here. So we survive that, which is pretty cool to see. We will hit him here. Okay. Let me go ahead and do this, I guess. Okay, Marishka's gonna go down, which sucks. He's got the advantage right now. Let me go ahead and play that. Extra turn does help a lot. Let me try and play the second form, which is why we brought in Sigford. Because we're not going to set off the counter attack there, which is good to see. But we unfortunately are very unsuccessful with the strip, which is really not gone in my favor there. That's cool. We kind of need like some heals and stuff. Let me try it. We'll take out Empress here. Wow. Oh, it's the reflection damage. Jesus, I forgot about the reflection. The Great Wall bonus. Let me take out him. Let me do this. Okay, Empress is not set up correctly, which is going to help me here, as long as we don't get wanded. Let me take out Taurus. And then we should get him here. Doesn't strut, but he drops to that. Okay, cool. Strong defense, really, really strong defense. Lucifer, I've faced him a few times in live arena. So that does hurt a little bit, but yeah, we get the win anyway. So we've used a couple of our best champions. We've got Bam here with the Gallius, etc. And then we have this one to deal with as well. This one's going to be a bit of a headache, because we can't really use speed here. So this one will be difficult to try. I think that's going to be the hardest one, actually. All right, then. So let's go in. We're going to try and take down this defense one. Let's account once again, which was a double Taurus team. I've been driving this account a lot lately in live arena, so we will be trying to take this on. I'm only driving for this season because Let's wants a bit of a break. He's got a lot of stuff going on in real life. So we're going to go with a similar team with them. We're going to come in with a Nice, because Nice is just good as a backup option. We have no Gallius or anything like that. We have Marishka coming in with the passive, which is great against now. Star Sage because of high resistance. We're actually going to go resistance lead as well. And then I'm going to come in with Gizmak. So Gizmak's going to be supporting with me as a damage dealer, but also he can ignore this passive here, which is generally a good way to go. So unless they got feraled, that's the only way they can really block Gizmak, which will help at the start of the fights. So it's not going to be an easy fight. We're not guaranteed a win or anything like that. We can only try. This could easily go pear-shaped against me because now it's a very powerful champion, so is Tio. So you can see there's 2 ferals here to protect him against Gizmak. So, and it's very fast and deals with that, so that's interesting to see. So let me go ahead and do this. She's gonna try and do some shenanigans. She did strip someone, which I'm not too sure she stripped. She stripped Marishka. We can go ahead and cleanse off the poisons. Dooley's pinpoint as well. So here we will go like this. And we're just going to the ally attack, honestly. Because he's used the strip already. So we'll try and play that. Try and basically tank out our damage as much as possible. There's nothing to play here, so we'll do some AoE damage. Okay. Strip off the poisons. Cleanse the poison, sorry. Strip them off. So there's not much we can do. Both teams are on a stand holds, really. So we just do A1. There's no reason to do their second forms. Everything's blocked, etc. Now he does ignore block damage on E1, which is quite good. I don't think we have enough damage to play the A3. Try and play this, but we'll see. Barely scratching them. It's a really difficult defense for sure. We can play the revives here. We can see that the passive's ready on the poisons, which is good. Do have plenty of lightning cage as well to help. Ideally, what I needed here was Gallius, but we don't have Gallius on their account. I don't actually have Gallius on any of their accounts, unfortunately. So it's just a case of waiting and be patient, I guess. And whatnot. There's nothing I can do again. It's just running into brick walls right now. Okay, that's some good news to see. This is more like practice as well for me, because like this is something I would avoid. This is very anti-meta speed. I don't know if Marishka's passives procced it. Like getting that around, yeah, then we just die, I think. Yeah, there's not much we can do there. Now it's just come in, be effective really, really well. So yes, we lose, yeah. There's not much I can do, I don't think. You'd be surprised that it's legendary ones I struggle with, right? Which is not good. You don't see me take many defeats, but this is well built. Gizmak didn't really do anything here, which is unfortunately. I'm not sure if we can take this down. I will come back and see what we can do. Right, so we're coming in with this team. I'm just going straight out CC. See if we can close down the teams. We've got Lockout in here. We've got Tio in here. I've lost Marishko, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. And we're only got start stage for more attack, so we will try my best to take this out. But this might be it might be one of them fights where I might just have to go really like long into the fight, which is not great. I need to try and get the block revive on now, like pretty quickly. If we can. The lockout should help a little bit. So let me go like this. Of course, I weak it on her now. Which I really wanted to lock out her abilities there. Let's see. Okay, It did its job. We do have unkillable, which is quite useful, hopefully. Stone skin there. Okay. There's not much we can do here, so we'll do AoE. Oh yeah, that might be quite good. Play the A3 here. Because of the block debuffs might be useful. Play the E1. I have to remember that. Nice is gonna go down there. That sucks. But we can actually use the unkillable here now, which is great. And then we reset and go again. Catrixie goes down, but that's fine. Yeah, play the veil there. Maybe just play the A1 here. Oh yeah, he's got his cooldowns back so quickly. I'm not too sure what's going on that side. In all fairness, yeah, I think he's got the relic, which is resetting at cooldowns. I think that's what we're seeing right now. It's a mythical relic. We have got block damage. There isn't much I can really do. I mean, we really need to lock her down a bit more. We still have the block damage to play on the ice as well, which is quite useful. I think we just have to wait for the Catrixia to come back around. He could be. I think it'd be too dangerous to play Tio on the second form. So I feel like she's going to be the key. I'm going to try and strip as RNG against Lightning Cage here. Yeah, I mean, Lightning Cage protecting killable there. Okay, let's see. We got no strip to come. Okay, we get rid of the unkillable. She's going to go down. That's fine because we can play the unkillable ourselves. I didn't see if we weak it or not on the now. We're going to go for her. And the block damage again is such a nasty passive. Let me see. Okay. We get some kills. Okay, there's 2. Tricky defense. Oh, he's gone down to the magma shield. So we got reflected back with the damage dealer, the magma shield there. Magma shield's so good for defensive teams. Honestly, a little bit of an underrated relic. Okay, we just need to get some luck here against her. If we can get a lockdown there, it's game over, more or less. And now we just go aggressive and reset 36 turns, as long as the fight we've had so far. There's probably a better way to farm it, to farm this defense, but this is where practice will come in handy for me in the future. Actually, you should have done A1 there. It's just a double hit. Okay, we'll play the stun, because he's already got that there. Okay, we played that. Let's play the E1. Okay, cool. We beat it in the end. It was a sway one. It wasn't one I was looking forward to, but we get payback, which is pretty nice. Well played from him for that defense. Great defense. And yeah, she is a menace. Anyway, got the win. Okay, so we are on Bin's account now. Bin's account's gonna struggle against this, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna do our best. We have Gallius, Ashnar, etc. to deal with, which kind of counters my aggressive playstyle with like burns and stuff and bombs. So I didn't have like a lot of my champions left from the other accounts to be prepared for this defense. So Taurus Marishka is always a safe bet, right? If you have access to them. If you have access to them. Tio is a great champion. She's going to offer me Unkillable. Now, Gallius only ignores block damage. Don't think he ignores Unkillable, which I think is going to be quite useful. I think Star Sage will be the problem here. So he ignores block damage and something else. Let's say somewhere in his kit. Where is it? Why can't I see it? Oh yeah, ignores block damage. There we go. So that's going to be one way. And I think we're going to go Empress as well. Just because Empress is pretty strong. Can't go Sigford, can't go Nice, really, not against Gallius. So it's not really what we want to do. To be honest, like, I can't even really play her because Gallius also ignores that, right? So, kind of counters everything that we want to do there. So I think Empress is the best bet there. Now, Empress is in Death Dealer, so we might get screwed by the Death Dealer relic. We're taking additional damage, which could be the downside of this. But we do have Unkillable coming in from Tio. Tio is basically, I think, going to be the backbone of this. Taurus is always go strong, we'll counter-attack a lot. Hopefully Star Sage is not flipping into second form, so there seems to be like a bug in the kit a little bit, which is going to help. I expect this to be a bit fast as well because of the team presence, etc. So he's just going to go right into this. Problem is he can't ignore Unkillable. So that's going to be quite useful. So we want to try and take out like Marishka first, ideally. Yeah, let's just play this, I guess. See what we can do. Not much. Tio is just like a really like crazy version of Duchess. And I really like her. Like, I would love to get her on my account. I've really become a big fan of her over the last year or so. We got some debuffs on her, so we'll go for some damage potential. He seemed to counter-tuck a lot of that one. This is fine, it's not going to do much. Ashley gets a kill there. Yeah, counter-tuck there. Begin cleanse after provoke. Okay, not too much of a problem. Kind of knew it was going to go like this a little bit. Okay, Marishka will be able to deal with the we'll deal with the thingy. With the destroyed HP, that's it. Life harvest. Sorry, I'm focusing on so hard on the fight. Right, we're gonna try and block revive the rooster there. So I'll take some HP from her. Thank you very much for your generous donation. We'll block revive there, and this is why I was kind of thinking of using Empress here. Just to try and play the block revives a lot. We will take out Marishka here. Oh, he's got Aspect of Seer off on her then. Cool. We'll focus on her. Him, sorry, and try and get my cooldowns back. Again, I think we can get the block revive there. We do. Okay, let's like protect our champions, I guess. Try and set this off. We should have the win. More or less. Actually, might be able to get another kill. Yeah, we just go there. Okay, cool. Stronghold's gone down. I've done the job that I needed to do. I think it's pretty useful. I face spam a lot in the live arena, so I kind of know his build similarly. And the plan worked, right? Taurus Mishka was very useful, got the damage in. Tio did her job, which was a good strength for that. Good case of using her with her unkillable and a good notice by me there. You can also see that he wasn't going to flip as well, which would have made things a lot different for Tio. But we also have quite a bit of lightning cage as well, so potentially the RNG would have been against the start stage there as well, so that's drops. And I guess that's about it with my maybe practice against some teams in a stronghold for myself. But we get the Great Hall down there, so. Alright, so they have one defense left in Mana Shrines 2. And we're gonna go Taurus Marishka. He's gonna have high resistance, etc. So we will bring in nice because on second form he's gonna be quite good for us. And then Sigfrid's gonna just come in for the revive. I don't want to play Tio because we don't have resistance, so I don't think we do that. Also, all of our nukers should survive against damage that the Taurus is going to do. He's going to do a lot of damage. That's why he's stacking up the C3 of the buffs. I can't really play speed team because of the Marishka. This account, it's going to be a little bit difficult to play a speed team, I think. So we'll take our chances with this and see what we can do. I need to take down a strong. We took down a stronghold, so we've kind of achieved that. I guess it's just more of learning. There's no stone skin on that Taurus, which is interesting. Should be trying to use stone skin as much as possible, really. So we do lose our stone skin actually on the thingy. So we will go after, I guess we'll go after Fabian, try and get some damage there. Again, we're not really worried about turns, etc. now because we've already kind of lost the siege, like we've already kind of faced that. I'm going to try and go for the block revive there, but he's got quite a bit going on. Okay, cool, we get the block revive, which is great. He sets up a passive there, which is not good news for me. Okay, we can get some damage in, so try and get there. Okay, cool, he's going to flip us. We'll play the E, that ability there, I guess. Which goes go get Trufid. 3 wands, which is great. We'll play the A1. There's no point trying to do the A3. I think we took it down anyway. So we still have nice to revive us if we go down to this Taurus, which I'm hoping we don't. I'm going to play this because we've still got a block damage. He might stun me though. If he doesn't. Okay, we will do the AoE. Okay, we get a stun off there. Now I could play the allied tag into the Taurus. I'm kind of tempted to heal as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the heal. Just to do that and then work on cooldowns, right? To make sure we're ready. So we could do an A2 there, but I just want to try and work on the cooldowns on his block damage, etc. Try and take out Sifi, obviously, so she doesn't revive Marishka. Cool, game over, set match. It goes tower 2, right? So that's a good win for me. That's me done on Bin's account. GG Bin. Account's getting a lot stronger. We should be happy with the progress on the progression here. Alright then, so we are on Many Strides 1. We took down the Stronghold, etc. I'm gonna be honest, like there isn't much chance we beating this because now it just makes this very difficult. But we're gonna try it anyway because a god loves a trier. And a lot of this goes on RNG right now for my Marius, for sure. So this will be the team we play. I've only got one more attack with Lamasu, so I can't do any free battles here. I do potentially can play a Volcanus though with a Demon Spawn team in case it goes tits up, which I'm kind of expecting it to go tits up to be honest. But this is something we can do. So ideally Marius comes in, kills the Null very fastly, and then allows me just to recover and then go again. But it's a little bit RNG as well with the passive. Most likely we'll win the speed race, but potentially we might lose that as well. He's got 6-star Tim presence there. I'm a big fan of a fast Marishka as well. So we're in Stone Skin, right, with Marius, so it kind of helps me against now, which is why I know there's a chance of winning this, because I've done this before in Classic and Platinum Arena. But I also understand it's also RNG on her, because we need to kill her very fastly, or the poisons will kill me. We also have Stormcaller, which does help a little bit. Yeah, so you can see we barely got any Stone Skin there protection. Barely anything off the now there, which was really poor, I guess. So we just played A1 here. We're going to play the lockout here. So that'll close down her A2, which is the ability that I hate. And now it's just RNG, really. Let's see if we can get rid of that, which we do. Oh yeah, we're going down to the Marius, GG. Yeah, okay, cool. We lose all the champions there, so we'll go in for the retry. This time we'll use a different team, so we'll come in with Duchess and the Valkanis, which I do like to play this team a little bit. So yeah, we got wands, build, etc. Volcanis might get sheeped, which might cause me to lose. Also, Marius could just absolutely obliterate a team with that. We have got bolster set to try and help against Marius. So, and obviously it's RNG as well on that side. So 9-piece protection CP, which is really good to see, which makes my life a lot harder for sure. Okay. Just gotta wait and see. Yeah, we'll go down to the poisons, which I thought would be the problem. We do ignore block damage. I can see there's a burn. He hasn't got block damage anyway, so let me see if we can block revive the Marius, which we do. Oh, it was so close there. It was so close. I think we lost Commodus now. Yeah, this was a bit of a cancer one. If there wasn't Marishka here, honestly, if there wasn't a Marishka, I would have been able to hit this pretty easily. But the Marishka makes it hard. It was the same kind of strategy. Honestly, I don't think we have any more demon spawn left that are built anyway. My daughter's being very loud right now. There isn't much really. I'm gonna play Necro just because we've got extra bolster set. I don't have anything on the other accounts I can play. I'm not gonna build a defense team now. Or on BM's account, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Get a nice spread there. We're getting a lot of debuffs right now. We actually take the defense down there, which is not what you want to see. I think we're just gonna play this and see how hard. See if we can get the block revive. We do. I think we got the block revive anyway. This gives me some time to work on everything else. No, we don't. That's not good. Let's see if he can revive. Let's play that. I just want to get Marius down again. Oh yeah, okay, cool. There goes. Something a bit different. We get the win in the end. 5 turns in the end. Volcanus was a great champion. He's only champion Unity I have on my account, and since I pulled him, I haven't pulled another legendary from Prism, which was about 9 months ago now, so it's quite rough. Right, so back to BM's account. We will come in with a speed team. I think we should be faster here, so we're gonna come in with speed team. We're gonna use Kaja, Sulfuria, strip off Stone Skin, Marius as nuke, and then the Armads will come in and do some control. They've got 2 defense left in Mana Shrines 2, and I've got 2 offensive attacks on this account, and I've got one more account as well. Still do attack with, so I'm hoping we can take down this. I'm just trying to get us a bit more to the chest. I know there's a couple of clanmates with some attacks left, so maybe potentially we can just salvage extra chests, because feral gear is very good to get. And we don't want to make this look as bad as it is. I think we're just being out. I think it's just the counts are massively different between the 2 clans, so I don't think we really had a chance to siege, which is what I kind of thought. So he goes down there. Oh, that's a strong defense for sure. Okay, I think this is potentially a team that I might take down on the other account. So this is the clan leader. He'll be watching the video. I'll send in the video later for this, but this will be, I guess, the last rodeo, I guess. And I'll say the attack here. Right, so back to BM's account. We will come in with a speed team. I think we should be faster here, so we're gonna come in with speed team. We're gonna use Kaja, Sulfuria, and strip off Stone Skin, Marius as nuke, and then the Armads will come in and do some control. They've got 2 defense left in Mana Shrines 2, and I've got 2 offensive attacks on this account, and I've got one more account as well. Still do attack with, so I'm hoping we can take down this. I'm just trying to get us a bit more to the chest. I know there's a couple of clanmates with some attacks left, so maybe potentially we can just salvage extra chests, because feral gear is very good to get. And we don't want to make this look as bad as it is. I think we're just being out. I think it's just the counts are massively different between the 2 clans, so I don't think we really had a chance to siege, which is what I kind of thought. So he goes down there. Oh, that's a strong defense for sure. Okay, I think this is potentially a team that I might take down on the other account. So this is the clan leader. He'll be watching the video. I'll send in the video later for this, but this will be, I guess, the last rodeo, I guess. And I'll say the attack here. Okay, so we're on the next account. It's going to be Lazarius versus Lazarius. He's got a +2 Lazarius, so we'll try this. We have got a few options. We're going to a defense squad as well. If we don't get it, doesn't really matter, but I would like to get it, of course. So we will try here. We've got some other options as well to try on the account if needed to. But we will try with this. Again, Chico got a defense win. This one is one of the accounts that I've won, which is pretty solid. Sorry, one of the accounts I built. Sorry, I got loads of things on my mind right now. So I'm kind of seeing this will go in my favor. We are faster, which is a surprise. We will play that. Play this. Hopefully we get the block. EWE. Okay, I don't know how to play this Teox that much, so it was a fairly easy one in the end. So we was fast in the end. This Lazarus is deadly quick. This account also has like 4 Hallow hits, which helps me a lot in the speed races, honestly. So yeah, cool. Managed done. Okay, so we're back on BM's account. We're gonna take this one. We took down all the towers so far. our points are not that far away, so I think like the clan need to be very, very happy. Like, I mean, once we're done here, we'll do a breakdown of the full account. Not the full account, but full of the full siege. I think it's just a massive mismatch generally from everything. I think yes, we could have potentially done a bit better on the strongholds, etc. But I don't think there was much we could really do. So we will try and win this one. And then maybe one of my clanmates can deal with this. This is not good. Oh yeah, that's fine actually. That is fine. No worries. I'm overthinking. Okay, cool. We'll see him flip there. He's probably gonna revive. No, okay, cool. So I'm hoping that we can take down this tower, just try and push us towards 5,000 if we can. I don't think we can, but we will try. I've got no more attacks now, so there's nothing else I can do on any accounts. I've got nothing left. So this is out of my hands. We've got 6 attacks left. And yeah, see what's what. Anyway, we'll do a full breakdown in this shortly. And yeah. Right, so what an adventure this siege has been. Okay, let's do feedback for both clans, right? No clan's perfect. There is always stuff that we can work on. So, as a caution, whatever I say right now, this is my opinion. This is not a professional opinion or anything like that. It's just my opinion, how I look at it. And yeah, so do what we can, and don't get upset with what I'm going to say, right? Especially with my clanmates, I think we're doing very, very well. There's some great siege attacks from a lot of the good accounts, so it's worth not to get upset about this. It was a very hard siege, probably our hardest siege so far, and it's meant to be, right? It's tier 8, and if we want the good stuff, if we want some of the best rewards in the game, which, you know, Siege are offering pretty much some of the best rewards that you can access in PvSE, in PvSP. I think only really live arena seasons is better in my opinion, but I think that's very questionable. In the end, it's not a massive point difference. Like, I'm gonna do the editing for the video. I'm pretty confident we're gonna lose. I can't see any way back. We've got 6 attacks left, so yeah, I mean, if we can get the magic tower down, I guess for a bit of pride, that's gonna be useful. But let's have a look at the chunk now. I'm not going to judge the mini shrines too much because I think it's unfair to the opposition for me to judge their teams when I'm doing so many accounts, and they are pretty strong accounts I'm driving. So there isn't not much that they could do on that part of theirs, so put the best where it is. But what they've done is, and this is again my opinion, is they made the opening very hard and made it very, very difficult. So this defense behind me, Taraku covered in a video a couple of weeks ago, it's a defense that you can beat, but it's very RNG, and it's also very turn intensive to be like that. So went with 2 of them from the start, which is again great. Again, there's another one here, and then they put absolute mega Kraken accounts. Sorry, Platinum, but that is a mega Platinum, mega Kraken accounts for sure. So yeah, that's pretty scary on paper. I mean, Nice is a very scary champion. A fully awakened +2, Sigford fully awakened +3, and then a now, and then Lazarus. That is mega Kraken. That counts only 22 million PP, by the way. So it's kind of cool to see. The stronghold was another major problem for us as usual, but like in the last couple of sieges, from my point of view, we've been lacking on the offensive or the critical, right? So I think that this is something we need to look at. Again, honestly trying to bomb a Taurus Marishka is not a very good idea, and also trying to hegemon a Taurus Marishka is not a good idea as well. So that's something that I'll take on from my point of view. And I know Sifi, the day beat me in live arena yesterday in live arena, so he's got a decent account, he's got decent knowledge, but like I would expect something a bit different here. Now you can beat a Marishka and Taurus if you have Stone Skin and you're using double bomb champion. So for example, you're going accuracy up, attack up with like an Arbiter, and then you go with a Nishak, but it has to be in stone skin, and ideally still don't die, could still die, lands are bombs, and then you have Commodus slower and then Commodus strips. However, I can't see right now, oh yeah, however, that strategy is very RNG if they're running Lightning Cage, because Lightning Cage can counter the Commodus at the back end, which would be the strip, because Commodus also takes the turn meter on his A2 and puts blocked out skills, which would counter the Fabian. It's a little bit RNG on the Empress because again we could weak it on him, but the Empress would be fine because Commodus would again get the turn before them because he steals the turn meter and then flips and stuff. I've done this in live arena myself, so I'm very common with the bomb type of picks there, but with just a Commodus I think is too reckless there on that part. He did win the fight in the end. I think the Nice would have been a good start here. I think Nice versus Taurus Grishka is very strong. I don't think Catrixia is that great, but again, Catrixia does help against the Fabian if he gets to reset. I probably would have played like her when as difficult as problem. Maybe even a UDK. UDK is very good against Taurus Grishka because he soaks up the counterattacks. Rose is always a good pick, can't deny that. And Nice is always a good pick. So that's something we probably need to work on that area. Again, Rhodus and Sifi here, great good pick. Probably wouldn't have played the Shuzan in this team, to be honest. I would have probably brought in some type of CC control, like a Warlord or something to try and lock out the champions. But you have to understand, if you lock out the Marishka, then you're going to face a lot of counterattacks. So again, I probably would have gone Marishka, Rhodus, UDK, and then something on the back end. The Queen of Hearts could have been an interesting choice. Lazarus could be an interesting choice as well. I actually would have maybe played at bias. Potentially, if the UDK goes down, then you can play at bias on second form as well. And she also brings a tackle for the Rhodus, which against this style team I would. You also have a chance to weak it as well against the Fabian. So that's one thing that we could do better on our port. But it's a very strong defense, Taurus Mishka. One thing you'll notice in the defense log here, there's a lot of Orishkas, right? Which gives me a hard time. And there's a lot of block damage. There's like a lot of mythicals, etc. This has come from the top of the food chain, in my opinion, from Rouge, right? Rouge are the top clan. I think it's Rouge, Conquest are unbeaten. Fabian, one of my mods, is in Conquest, and yeah, and obviously they're still unbeaten with Snapbox, and you can see that they're very strong. So there is a lot of synergy. There might have been some help. Maybe Sloth didn't have any help at all from them and just had a really good strategy. Now, from organization point of view, they were very organized, like a 10 out of 10 for organization. They knew what they wanted from the stronghold. They made it difficult as possible. And Sharky had a really good siege again, coming in with great wins, great communication from Black Hands from us. For organization right now, I think like we would normally roughly be around about a 6. I think our organization was a lot better in this siege, and I think we performed better in this siege than we did in any other tier 8 sieges. I still think we could have won a couple of the tier 8 sieges in the background compared to our videos. So that's just something we'll work on. Now, this defense here is very difficult because obviously we have block damage and etc. Now, Stoke being used here was fantastic from, I can't pronounce his name, but this was absolutely textbook strategy from here. So this was really good because Stoke deals with the block damage quite well. He's again a bit of I don't know if Stoke can remove the block damage if it's protected. I don't think it can, but again, actually Volcanus is a good strategy. If you get 4 demon spawn, Volcanus can ignore block damage, which is something I'm going to work on my account and practice, because we are seeing her a lot more. She ain't going anywhere, and I need to learn strategies against her. And if I can work out how to kill her, we do have a couple of Volcanus available on BM's account, Four's account. I think there's one on Let's account where potentially I can use that top strategy to sort of rip them apart. which is again something I need to work on myself, which shows you I'm not perfect. Marishka was pretty solid, and then Anal was pretty solid as well. Getting the poisons, there was a couple of debuffs there. I don't think Sharky had much options here. I think if I was Sharky and just looking at this, I mean, it's hard. Teos was a good start. I probably would have gone Empress potentially. I think Sigford would have been good. So like Teo, Empress, and Sigford in one team could have been quite nice. And I think the Warlord honestly was a good pick as well, because Warlord can lock her out, slow her down. And if you can get the block revive on the Empress here, then they got no damage dealer. But again, you're taking more turns, etc., etc. So that's one thing we'll take into consideration there. Looking at my clanmate here, BCG. Again, interesting one here from him. Narcissus, I think, is a little bit old school now, but I think the Gizmak was a fantastic pick. Gizmak ignores block damage. Again, I did struggle with trying to use Gizmak. In the past, I've had a lot of success with Gizmak. I think Carnage as well could be a good option for long-term fights if he can stay alive long enough, and he does have the Marishka to support him with that aspect. But I can't see what else right now that he has on his account, and I don't know his account that well. Tommy, I think Tommy was a little bit unlucky here. There's lightning cage, no lightning cage here, which tells me that it's probably not a feral build, so the bombs make sense. The Gizmak, which is good against the Sulfurion, stops the stone skin being stripped off. And then Empress against it, can't really criticize that too much. Again, Dalius is amazing against Nice, I can't really criticize that too much. So potentially he could have maybe played a Ghost second team, because Gallius on the better form is better on the better form. The Commodus was better on the second form, which counters the Fabian. We have Ashnar as well as a nuker, can also counter the second form, which is kind of makes Fabian useless, and the Empress as well. But it would have to rely on Stone Skin against the Fabian, because the Fabian has the threat of removing the Stone Skin. If he removes the Stone Skin, that could be another question. So the Ashnar, maybe the Lamasi was the weak link in this area there. Okay, another good defense here, was really, really annoying. Again, Empress coming in here. CT has a very strong account, one of the strongest accounts in this. So if you're holding against CT, then you're doing very well. CT, yeah, kind of went in with the block damage champions. I don't know if I would have played Abias here personally. I think I would have preferred them to go first. Star Sage was a good pick, and I think these three were good. I don't think this makes sense. Maybe a Marishka or even a Nice on the second back end would have been good, because Nice brings CC, brings Revive. He's just absolutely top tier. Maybe even Empress as well to block Revive Empress. I don't think he's Empress that much, but that's definitely something we can work on. Monty had a big improvement here. Really, really good attacks from him. He's been working with me with his coaching sessions. We're talking about his teams, etc. So it looks like it's paying off, which is good. And this is a fantastic attack there as well. So I guess overall, I think that we mainly lose the siege because it was just a massive difference between their accounts in the clans. I think it was a massive mismatch between the two clans, but I think they were a lot stronger than us on an average account. As you can see, we have got a few Krakens of our own, like big spenders and good accounts. I just don't think we had enough to really compete with this on this. So I don't think there's much we can criticize too much on ourselves here. But we have learned a couple of things. Me and the co-leaders have been talking. There is a couple of things that we can work on still, and we have some ideas after the siege. So it was a very painful lesson for us, but I feel like we learned. Obviously, GG to SLOTH for their participation and going all out, and yeah, hopefully you get something good. Hopefully we'll match again in the future where we've worked on our organization and strategies to get stronger, but I still don't think we would win, but hopefully give you a better fight either way. Anyway, guys, that is it for Siege this time. Let me know down in the comments, did you win Siege or not? That is it for me today. It's a long video. I'm going to go take a massive break because I've been on the computer all day. And we'll see what happens for the next Siege. Back to tier 7. We have 1 month now to do. And to be honest, I think I'm going to offer all my clanmates a free takeover for the defense. For the defenses to try and get some more defense wins, right? Which is going to be super key for that as well. We can actually look on the defense log before we go, and I can tell you what defenses that I've built in this clan, right? So let's go to defense log here. So BG coming in there, that's nothing to do with me. So my account coming in here for 3 wins, 4. I mean, I drive in for live arena, so yeah, get the win there. That has nothing to do with me. CT, nothing to do with me. One stop's nothing to do with me. Chico was built by me, which is great to see as well. I wish we could see the defenses, but that's etc. There is a couple of more to work on for sure. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.